What's up, Dot? Stravy Nerds Productions here, and today I'm going to be doing a VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray collection of the Looney Tunes. The Looney Tunes has been capturing the heart, the looniness, and the craziness for over 95 years for generations. So to celebrate, I'll be doing a collection on every physical media that I own. I mean, I did do a few collection videos in the past from 2019 to 2020 and even 2023. But then since the Looney Tunes has been around for over 95 years, I figured that I shall do something for this special occasion. Anyways, with all that said, let's get started. Starting with Bugs Bunny, released by Kid Pix in 1987. I remember when I got this from Goodwill back in 2016, and I enjoy the cartoons. So here is the front, the side, the other side, and then the top, and the back itself. And then there are the cartoons that featured like Corny Concerto, Wacky Wabbit, Wabbit Who Came to Supper, and Falling Hair. And then, of course, the Kid Pix logo, and then 4 fully animated color and all that, and was released in 1987. So this is like the oldest VHS tape that I own in the collection, which is crazy. And then here's the tape itself. When I was a kid, I was distracted and just had no clue on why that they didn't do the printing of the letters Bugs Bunny. So I just ripped a piece of paper and write his name with pencil and then taped it all out. And then I kept it like that. So yeah. No print date. So yeah. That's Bugs Bunny. An interesting public domain tape. And now on to another Bugs Bunny tape released by Silver Screen Video. Bugs Bunny 107 from 1990. So, this is what the cover looks like. Then the side, then the other side, the top, and the back. And it includes 3 cartoons around Bugs Bunny. So yeah, that's cool. There's the Silver Screen Video, the leader in children's entertainment. Look for other Silver Screen products at all better stores. And then, of course, you got the various characters. And then, of course, the features used by Silver Screen Video are public domain, and they are not licensed or not authorized by the original copyright owners. And, of course, the runtime 30 minutes. So, yeah. Then here's the tape itself. A very interesting public domain tape at its finest. Now on to Daffy and the Dinosaur, released by the UAV Corporation or UVA Home Video. So yeah, I got this from Goodwill back in 2019. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to say that I got the Bugs Bunny tape back in August of 2018, just like the other tapes, which we'll get to later. So here's Daffy painting a picture of the dinosaur, and then of course the dinosaur's head and all that. So yeah, which I believe Philo. So yeah, here's the front, the side, the other side, the top, and the back itself. Really nice. And of course, the tape itself. The sticker label, released in 1991. And then the UAV Corporation, or United American Video. So, yeah. And now on to the Kid Classic tapes. So you have Bugs Bunny from 1992. You have Bugs, Elmer Fudd, and then the Gremlin, and Porky Pig. Nice. So the front, the side, the other side, the top, and the back itself. And then the description, and then the cartoons that it comes with, of course, and including this one, which doesn't belong to the Looney Tunes, but I believe it belongs to Terry Toons, I believe. And then, of course, at the bottom, released in 1992 from Good Times Home Video. And then, of course, here's the tape itself. And as you can see from the sticker label, it started to peel away. So, yeah, whatever type of glue that they used back then is pretty cheap. Whatever type of sticker label that they used back then is pretty cheap. So yeah, that's Bugs Bunny. Now onto Tweety Bird and Friends. I remember watching this at Granny's house when I was an older kid, and I enjoyed the cartoons that they have. But then she lost the tape for some reason, and then I was able to find it on Goodwill back in 2018. So it's good that I had it again after all these years. So yeah, the front, the side, the other side, the top, and the back, where it features Babbitt and Costello. So yeah. And then, of course, the cartoons that it features in. And then 1 hour of your favorite funny cartoons. And then, of course, Kid Classics, Good Times Home Video from 1992. And here's the tape itself. So, yeah. Those are the public domain Looney Tunes tapes. Now on to the last and official Warner Bros. Looney Tunes tape. And that is Tweety's High-Flying Adventure, released in the year 2000. I remember when I got this from eBay all the way back in 2016. And after seeing the previews and all of that, so it's pretty cool. So I decided to get it. And it's pretty nice to watch. So yeah. So here's the front, the side, and the back itself. And then here's that little description here and the full description here. And of course the pictures of Tweety in various places. And then of course Warner Bros. Presents Tweety's High-Flying Adventure, talking about its cast, directors, and all of that. And then, of course, the soundtrack available on Kid Rido, which I believe that the soundtrack is kind of rare. So, yeah. And then here is the tape itself. Had the Warner Home Video logo and all. And, of course, the print date itself. If you guys know about this print date, let me know in the comments. So, yeah, that's Tweety's High-Flying Adventure, the first and only official Looney Tunes tape from Warner Bros. And that's the VHS section. Now on to the DVDs and the Blu-ray at the end. So, starting off with another public domain related media, which is 150 cartoon classics from Mill Creek Entertainment. As you may remember, back in 2019, when I was cleaning out at my nanny's house garage, I came across this, and I decided to take it home with me, along with a Disney soundtrack that contains the songs from Aladdin, The Lion King, and all of that. And I've watched a small amount of this thing. The reason why I include this is because it does have a good amount of Looney Tunes cartoons, but only on disc 3. here is the front, the side, and the back itself. And it was released in 2006. And then, of course, the cartoons in their own little numbers of discs. So yeah. And then, of course, there are all the discs themselves. So you have disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, and disc 4. The Looney Tunes wasn't featured on disc 1, 2, and 4, only on disc 3. So I will put up pictures on the screen just so that you can have a clearer idea on what the contents that they have on this thing. So yeah, that's the 150 cartoon classics. Now on to Looney Tunes Spotlight Collection, Volume 1, the Premiere Collection. And this was my very first Looney Tunes DVD that I ever owned since I got this from Cracker Barrel. And I still have it today, so that's really cool. Newly remastered on 2 discs, and you have all the Looney Tunes characters with that beautiful logo. So nice. And then here's the side, the top, and then the bottom, and the back itself. There's the description, and then discs 1 and 2 of the amount of cartoons it has, 28. And then, of course, the Looney Tunes characters like Daffy Duck, Taz, Marvin the Martian, Sylvester, and Tweety. And then, of course, very impressive DVD special features. And then, of course, they were released in 2003. And this is how it comes with. Here are the contents, and here are the discs themselves. Really nice. All right, there we go. So yeah, that's the Looney Tunes Spotlight Collection. Now, on to the Looney Tunes Superstar DVDs, starting with Volume 1, which includes Bugs Bunny, Foghorn Leghorn and Friends, and Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. I remember when I saw this back in early 2019, and it was really good that I found this from Target. So, yeah, because I do remember seeing a good amount of Wile E. Coyote stuff, the 3D shorts from the early 2010s at middle school. So it's great that I got this. So yeah, here's the front, the side, and then the top, the bottom, and the back itself. And then, of course, 3 times the fun with your favorite Looney Tunes stars, and then the descriptions of the respective DVDs. Believe this was released around the 2010s, I believe. Or so I thought. Yeah, and here's the DVD itself, because this one is a literal slipcover. And of course, the discs themselves. So yeah, that's the Looney Tunes Superstars Volume 1. Nice. Now on to Volume 2, where it includes Daffy Duck, Tweety and Sylvester, and Porky and Friends. That's the front, the side, and the back. I also forgot to mention that I got this at Walmart during my trip in Dallas. So, yeah. And then, of course, the same description and all of that. And then, of course, the licensing info. And here are the discs themselves. So you have Daffy Duck, Frustrated Fowl. And then Tweety and Sylvester, Feline Frenzy. and Porky Pig and Friends, Hilarious Ham. So yeah, that's the Looney Tunes Superstars Volume 2. Now on to Bugs Bunny and Friends, which I do remember getting this back in, I believe, 2016 or 2017. And it's pretty cool to have. So you have Bugs Bunny here, and then of course the Easter collection, which is the slipcover, which I don't even know if it's rare. But if it is rare, then I'm glad that I have this all those years later. So the front, the side, the other side, and the back itself, where you have the description and then the episodes or cartoons themselves. So yeah, it basically reuses from the Looney Tunes Golden Collection, apparently. So yeah. And here's the disc itself. So yeah, Bugs Bunny and Friends. A really nice Bugs Bunny DVD filled with Bugs Bunny cartoons, I suppose, despite being used from the Golden Collection. Now on to Best of Warner Bros. 50 Collection Looney Tunes. So yeah, as you may recall, I got this for Christmas at high school, and I am so surprised and very happy that I got this. So yeah, here is the side, and then of course the front, as you saw earlier. Then the other side, nice Warner Bros. Iconic moments, and the back itself, really nice. Warner Bros. Invites you to celebrate the most moments in animation history, and then of course the descriptions, the special features, and of course the licensing info. So yeah, this is a really thin slipcover. And then of course, here is the actual DVD itself. Really cool, ain't it? And then of course, here are the discs themselves. Pretty beautiful in this gold color. So you have disc 1 and disc 2. That's the Best of Warner Brothers 50 Cartoon Collection Looney Tunes. Nice. Which I believe this came out around 2012. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Now on to the Looney Tunes Parodies Collection. The recent Looney Tunes release that I got on my birthday. Released in 2020. So that's cool. So you have Bugs, and then Penelope Pussycat and Sylvester, and then Pepe Le Pew and Daffy. So yeah, classic clothing from Carrot Blanca, parodying Casablanca. Awesome. The front, the side, and the back itself. And then of course the description itself, and then the screenshots of the cartoons, including the obvious one from 95. And then the cartoons themselves. Licensing information on all of that. Released in 2020, 5 years ago. And here's the disc itself. So yeah, that's Looney Tunes Parodies Collection. Now on to the Looney Tunes, the complete Platinum Collection, released as part of the Best of Warner Bros. Celebrating every story. I remember when I saw this at Walmart back in, I believe, around 2024 or so, and it's so cool, so I bought it. So it's really awesome to have. So you have 1, 2, and 3. Really cool. Here's the front, the side, and the back itself. So you have the Looney Tunes characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tweety Bird, Tasmanian Devil, and Porky Pig. And of course, the description itself and the screenshots of the cartoons. And of course, this is intended for the adult collector. And this was released around 2023, I believe. So here is disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, disc 4, and disc 5 and 6. And here is this little list of the cartoons. So, yeah, that's the Looney Tunes Complete Platinum Collection. Now on to Bugs Bunny's Easter Funnies from the 70s, released around, I believe, either the late 2000s or the early 2010s. So, here's the cover itself, where you have Bugs and Tweety, which I believe that was taken from its 90s VHS cover. So, there's the front, the side, and the back itself, where you have Bugs, Daffy, and Granny. And of course, the description. And then the special features, like the bonus classic cartoon, and of course, 3 interactive Looney Tunes puzzle games. And of course, the languages, the websites, and of course, the licensing info. And here is the disc itself. That's Bugs Bunny's Easter Funnies. Now on to the Looney Tunes movie collection. Featured 2 feature-length movies, which they are like a compilation repackaged movie, which contains animated segments and classic cartoons in between. So you have Bugs, Daffy, Tweety, Sylvester, and the Roadrunner. This was released around 2005. At the time of this recording, it's been around over 20 years, which is crazy. So there's the side, and then the top, the bottom, and the back. I got this DVD around either 2016 or so, or when I got this from Amazon. Here's the description, and then of course the special features, and there's Daffy and Marvin the Martian, and of course the screenshots of the packaged movies and the licensing info. So yeah. And here's the actual cover itself. While that is just a beautiful shiny slipcover. And open it up where it has disc 1, where it features the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie, and disc 2, which it has the Bugs Bunny's third movie, 1001 Rabbit Tales, which one of them came from the 70s and one of them from the 80s. Oh yeah, and here's a good look at the back, if you're wondering. As you can see from this DVD button, it cracked a long time ago, while the second one managed to hold up. And that's the Looney Tunes movie collection. Now, on to Space Jam now. This movie had an amazing cult following since its debut in 1996. And for good reason, too, because this impacted many people. Well, not all of them, but still, because of Michael Jordan teaming up with the Looney Tunes to save the world against the Nerdlucks as the Monstars. So, yeah, this is a pretty good movie. I have this DVD since Christmas of 2016. And then what's down here is the cover from the Space Jam soundtrack, which I remember this caught my eye while cleaning up at Nanny's house. So yeah, but unfortunately I never have the soundtrack. So maybe someday I will get the soundtrack just so I can jam with those amazing tunes, including the obvious, like I Believe I Can Fly, which this song is so catchy. So yeah, that's Space Jam. And this DVD was released around 2003. And now on to Tweety's High Flying Adventure, which was released in 2007. I believe I got this DVD at Amazon, I believe. So it's really cool to have all those years later. So really nice DVD. Nothing much else to say. And now on to the two baby Looney Tunes stuff. First is the Baby Looney Tunes Kid Favorites Baby Looney Tunes collection with Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. So here is the front itself, the side, and the back itself. The contents, and so you have the contents, and of course, baby characters, big adventures, over 4 hours of Baby Looney Tunes fun on 4 discs. And there are the screenshots of Baby Looney Tunes episodes. From the first season anyways. They never actually got around of releasing other episodes of Baby Looney Tunes onto home media like the rest of season 1 and of course the second season, which is a bummer. Then here's the licensing information. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that this came out around the 2010s or so. And here are the discs themselves. So you have Playday Pals, Let's Play Pretend, Puddle Olympics, and Tooth Fairy Tales. And that is all of the discs featured in this one DVD pack. And then we have Baby Looney Tunes Extraordinary Adventure, released around, I believe, around 2003 or 2004. I remember seeing a good chunk of this special, and it's enjoyable. I have to rewatch it at some point. And I do remember when this was aired on TV as a two-parter. So, yeah. It's a shame that Baby Looney Tunes never got a complete release. Sure, they released some certain episodes of Baby Looney Tunes in some international territories, and they made some direct-to-video films where it features puppetry rather than animation, but those were more obscure than the series itself. Maybe someday, once in a blue moon, that Baby Looney Tunes will have a complete release, either on DVD or Blu-ray, and make sure to have Baby Looney Tunes in the 16:9 widescreen format. Otherwise, the widescreen versions of the episodes of Baby Looney Tunes would be obscure. And some fan who was a fan of Baby Looney Tunes will have to capture all of the Baby Looney Tunes episodes onto Max before they're gone on Max, before it's too late. So, yeah, why not give Baby Looney Tunes some love? I mean, if Duck Dodgers can have a complete set of episodes, then surely Baby Looney Tunes can too. Anyways, moving on. So we have Looney Tunes Back in Action, released in 2003, and the DVD was released around 2004, along with its VHS release. It is a pretty underrated film, and it is a pretty good one too. I mean, the voice actors are pretty good, the action is pretty good, and even the actors are pretty good, like Brendan Fraser, Janet Elfman, and Steve Martin. So I appreciate this movie for what it is, and it deserves some recognition than what it actually got. And then here is the final piece of media that I have right here in this video, and that is Space Jam: A New Legacy, Blu-ray, DVD, and digital code. And this was a Target exclusive, and I got this for Christmas of 2022. So yeah, and this is pretty cool to have because of the cards and such and such. So you have the front and then the side, both of them actually, the top and then the bottom, 2021. And of course the back where it has LeBron James and the Looney Tunes. Really, really cool. Now I'm just gonna slide all of that open. And here we go. I'm not gonna go over the cards, but if you want to see my review that I did back in 2023. The link will be in the description. Anyway, so here is the Blu-ray itself. Really nice. You have the front, the side, and the back itself saying, "Welcome to the Jam." And then the special features and the screenshots of the movie. Really nice. And then, of course, here is the digital code. And, of course, the DVD and Blu-ray, where the DVD is beautifully colored orange and the other purple. And I appreciate the variety here. And I will definitely get some Looney Tunes Blu-rays in the future. And then, of course, there is the sticker right there that I'm going to be keeping right here for now on. So that's awesome. And that's the Space Jam: A New Legacy Target exclusive DVD and Blu-ray, along with the cards. And that is my entire collection of the Looney Tunes. You know, the Looney Tunes has been going in a downward spiral lately. Warner Bros. Removing the original shorts off of Max, and of course of how much money that The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, is making. I really hope that The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, will be a success by everyone, because it is honestly my favorite movie of 2025. I mean, the 2D animation is awesome, the voice cast is great, and of course, the comedy is also great as well. So, if you haven't seen the recently released Looney Tunes movie, please, I beg you, go and see this while you still can. It's still playing in theaters. And if this movie does well, then chances are the Looney Tunes projects will be handed over to Ketchup Entertainment, including Coyote vs. Acme. While Ketchup Entertainment did a lackluster job of The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie's marketing, but at the very least, we, as the fans of the Looney Tunes, we are able to support the movie and spread awareness with everyone. Unlike Warner Bros., who would have hoped to. No thanks to the frickin' CEO, David Zaslav. I mean, seriously, this guy is ruining Warner Bros. And the whole legacy of Looney Tunes in general. At the very least, with Tubu bringing some Looney Tunes shows onto the service, at the very least they know how to handle IPs than Max. If you haven't seen the recently released Looney Tunes movie, please go out in theaters and see it. You will not regret it, and you'll have a blast watching this. Just so that we can have 2D animated films again. Anyway, that is my entire collection of Looney Tunes from VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let me know what are your thoughts on the Looney Tunes franchise as a whole. Do you like it? Do you love it? Let me know in the comments. This is Dre Edwards signing off. That's all, folks. Oh yeah, I also forgot that I have the Best of Dr. Seuss because it has Horton Hatches the Egg. Anyways, that's all, folks.